Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Vane. So, as you can see, I am back at the prison. I brought a couple of stoves with me over there, even though I didn't need them. And I realized that once I got back here and looked in the kitchen. I brought back one of these massive warehouse crates that I like. I got a motorbike that I picked up from right over there. There are the trucks that were sitting here, and that is the truck I've been running around in. There's currently 600 and some kgs worth of stuff in that thing, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've been running around like a madman collecting stuff and bringing it all back here. So I'm leaving the laundry room as it is for right now because I'm not setting up base in there. I did put a couple of crates in here. I can fit 5 of them across here on these shelves, which is nice. But eventually I am going to tear all these shelves down and maybe put in the ones that I can build, like those ones out there. In the kitchen here, I haven't done a whole lot. Still got the 2 fridges there, the stoves. I have connected this one to gas and power. All 3 of them are connected to power right over there. I've only run this one out to the gas tank there. I will get all 3 of those connected though. Uh, I'm using that fridge. Took out the other fridge that was over here. Put a utility cabinet right here. And then I've got my makeshift forge right there. So last time I set up in here, I had my workbenches right along here and over here because I had issues with placement and stuff. I've pretty much worked that out. There's a utility cabinet over there, one right here, one over there, and another one over there. So I decided I'm going to set up my workbenches here in the middle of this room. So we've got the advanced workbench sitting here and the repair bench there. I'm going to set up 2 more workbenches in here, one right there, one right there. So there is another short one like that, which is the uh, schematic table. So repair and schematic are going to be back to back. And then I'm going to have the fabrication and advanced workbench back to back. There's no point in having the standard workbench because the advanced workbench does everything that that one does, plus more. So I don't need the standard workbench. So not even, I built one only because I needed it in order to build this one. I may need it to build this one. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know if I'm going to need that. So I've got the makeshift forge. When I can, I'm going to make the industrial forge and put it over there with the makeshift. The charcoal kiln, I might put that outside. I haven't decided yet. And then I will make the advanced charcoal kiln when I can. I've got to get my levels up. I can make a drying rack. And I haven't decided where I'm putting that yet. Could have it inside here somewhere, don't know. The ore crusher, not sure where I'm going to put that, inside or outside. Don't need the campfire because I've got those 3 stoves over there. Storage, uh, I've got the reinforced wood shelves sitting here with large crates on them. And I put 4 large crates on each of them, except for one. I will have a document shelf, and then I'm going to have a couple of scrap storage, couple of log, and a couple of wooden plank somewhere in this room. The utilities, these planters and that, I'm not worried about them. Uh, I have a compost bin that I picked up at the hardware store down in Saranac. I will make an insulated rain collector, a couple of them, to put out by the planting beds there, along with sprinklers and a well. I'm probably going to have to put in a couple of kerosene heaters somewhere, and then make a couple of makeshift fridges and freezers. I'm going to need a battery charger and a makeshift battery at some point. I already have solar panels that I got from that recreation area. Uh, I'm still trying to figure out where I can hook those things up inside the prison. Uh, Probably put in a couple of windmills as well, so that I'm getting power from both of them when it does go out a year from now. Gonna need some floodlights at some point. I don't know about the fluorescent lights. I can make them. Copper wire bundles, light bulb, plastic casings, and screws. I might put a few of them in. Haven't decided. Floodlights, probably going to want a couple of them. Don't need a weather gauge, don't need trash cans, because all of the food waste that I have, any rotten food and stuff like that, and I will be picking rotten food up from garbage cans around the map and bringing it back to throw in my composter. So I've got 4 sets of shelves here, with 4 crates on each one, except for that one. And I'm going to leave a bit of a gap right here, so then when I come in that door, I can just come straight in here and over to there. And then I'm going to put 4 more like this over here. This one is going to extend out to 4, and then there'll be a gap, and then 4 more. Put those other 2 workstations here, and then I'm going to copy what I did there on this side with these shelves and stuff, and do that on this side over here. So then I'll have just 2 great big rows of storage down each side, and then stuff that I'm going to need for this is going to be like here, and stuff for the repair workbench is going to be here, and so on and so forth. So the way through here is open right now because of those planter beds right out there. So I'm going to put a sprinkler out there, some water collectors, a well, and some storage out there for stuff. Also a composter, because I have a composter here that I got from way down here. Nope, not that one. No. No. There. No. There. Frank's Hardware Emporium down here in Saranac. That's where I got the composter from. There are also some planters out in the front of the store that you can grab. So I may grab those. I'm going to wait a day or two, and then I'm going to go back to Frank's Emporium and see if that composter has respawned. If it hasn't, then I've got other places I can go and get them. But we do have the 6 planters here. I'm going to get rid of these tables. I kept those 2. And in here I've got a soil bag, muck tub, some watering cans, a hoe, a shovel. This one's got nothing in it at the moment. But inside the compost bin, it is sealed at the moment because I dumped a whole bunch of rotten food and other stuff in there, and it's just fermenting at the moment, so that I've got high quality soil to put in those. Now, these soil bags. A bag of standard quality planting soil, quality low. So you can use it, but it's low quality and it's not going to give you the highest yield of food in these planters. Whereas what the compost that you make in here, the soil that you get from that, is going to be high quality, and you're going to get a higher yield out of those. And, this is just a great little area to have these planters in. It's protected here on 4 sides. That's the only door in. It's open to the sky. I can put rain collectors in here, maybe along that wall. Put a well in, put some more storage along that wall. Put stuff along this wall, that wall, all over the place. I haven't done anything with this office yet. I may get rid of the desks and stuff in here. I did come in here and raided this place, went through all of the weapons cases and ammo bags and stuff like that, and they have respawned. So we've got MREs, we've got ammunition, a tent. Interesting, another Lone Star Viper, ammunition for it. That's locked. That's locked. Yeah, all of these are locked again, except for these. Ooh, 5.56 rounds and dynamite. All right, well, need to go through all of these lockers over here. You would think, being a metal locker, that thing would have decent storage. It doesn't. Got horrible storage. Like 39 kgs of storage in those things. They're terrible. These crates that I've got on the shelves here have got better storage. You take a look at this. 136 kgs in each one of these crates. Why would I even bother with those lockers when you've got these crates? But then, that's 136 kgs. That big crate I got out there, 200 and some kgs in that thing. So, yeah, I am going to go and get a couple more of these and bring them back and put them in that room. Just because they got such great storage in them. So there were a couple of places that I was thinking of going on the map today. Now, I've been exploring the west side of the map quite a bit. We've gone through Saranac. I went through Redford a little bit. And then I went up here, and I've been going through this area because there's all kinds of interesting stuff to find in there. There's 2 mines, Averill Mine North and South there. We got the train wreck. We've got the Darkwoods Cabin. I know, sounds kind of ominous, but actually, really cute little cabin. You come off the road and you come up this little dirt road to this cabin, and if you go over the hill, there's this highway right here. Cross the highway and you got that lake. So the cabin is in an isolated little area, but it's a really cute little cabin. There's a truck there, a shed, and the cabin. There is some stuff inside to get from it, but if I had a cabin, that would be it, right there. No neighbors close by, kind of isolated. It's just you, the trees, the wind, maybe some animals. Who knows? Might make friends with a deer or a wolf. Who knows? What's this one? Yes, the line service shed out on the road there. We've got the Hunter's Lab. That is a nod to a TV show right there. The Chazy Highlands Cabins, where there's that water tower. So, great source of water. There should be another one right up around here somewhere. If you need water, that's the place to go. We've got Outpost Alpha. Been there. There's not much there, surprisingly. The abandoned cave. I need to go back there and get some stuff. The weather station. Really nothing there. Mass dump site A1, where all the bodies are buried. We've been there and checked that out. cool place. Got some good stuff to get there. Parsons Knob Campgrounds, not a bad spot. Actually, it's a really picturesque little spot up there. Um, if I could fortify that, it sits up at the top of this big hill and overlooks all of this around here. So it's got a great view up there. Fortifying it would be a problem, though. You'd have to build so many walls up there. But if you wanted a really great spot with a fantastic view, that's the place to go. And you got to come up this road, and you can turn right and head straight into there, or keep going straight and you come over here to the Iron Ore Resort. There's a couple of cabins there, and then the road goes past them right up here to Parsons Knob, which, yeah, just a great little spot. I've visited the farms down here, Blake and Chazy Lake Dairy Farm, which is where I got that big crate from. We've got another mine down here. A spot I wanted to check out, but I had the 5-ton truck, so I couldn't really get to it, is right down this road alongside the tracks, up this road here. That turn right there onto this road is really tight. Bunch of trees, fences, all kinds of stuff. I was thinking of taking the motorbike and actually going up there to check that out and then check out some of the spots around here and maybe around this lake. But again, the motorbike has no storage. I would be relying on that backpack that I've got on right there. So, yeah, it's not the greatest. You want a smaller vehicle to get in there, like the motorbike, maybe the pickup truck, maybe that SUV. That thing is a little big to be taken back there, and it's going to get beat up pretty bad trying to make it down that track. But today, I thought, I'm going to go down the road and we're going to head back over to the west side here, and we're going to go to this place right here. Mill number 3. I have learned a few things about this place. It's not what it seems. There is a mill there, but it holds some deep, dark secrets. So we're going to go check that place out because it's interesting and there's some really good stuff there. I watched a video that Chwoodle did, and he went there, checked the place out a bit, and yeah, some great stuff there. You know what? I am going to put, oh, where are you? Oh, that jerry can's empty. Never mind. We're going to hop in here, and we're going to take the other jerry can. I have 2 of them. And I'm going to put a little bit of gas in here because we're getting down there. So this one's got 20 liters in it. And yep, dump it all in. Okay, hop in here. We've got 60% in the tank now. That's good. This truck is still in fairly decent shape. So get her fired up here and let's get heading down the road, and I will see you when we get over to the mill. All right, well, I made it here and only ran into one pole along the way. But my car chassis is at 0. Ooh, filters at 6, spark plugs 13, manifold 16. Ooh, 4.7 liters out of 6 oil. Yeah, I may end up transferring everything out of this truck into that truck depending on how things go. So, for weapons, crowbar, pistol, spike baseball bat, tomahawk, a bow, and a wood axe. I'm thinking of taking something else with me. Combat knife would be okay, but ooh, double barrel shotgun. I've got 12 gauge for that thing, but I'm thinking either the N870. Yeah, I'm going to take an N870. And then we're going to go down here. Do I not have? Yes, I do. 16 12 gauge rounds. I haven't been collecting a lot of 12 gauge, to be honest. I'm going to take the bow out of my quick use and put the 870 in there. Just because shotgun's not a bad idea, honestly. Let's roll this up. It holds 8 rounds. I'm going to stick to my bat for the moment because I don't want to be drawing in 100 zombies, to be honest. Hi, how are you? Lovely day, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to first person. Uh, you might notice when I swing my weapon, my guy doesn't do the whole head bobby thing every time he swings and stuff. And that is because of a change in the settings that I made. Um, so actually, if you go in here, if you don't like how it jerks around when you do that, go into here, go into gameplay, and right here, melee view punch multiplier. Turn that down to 0. And it stops that whole head bobbing thing. Also, no head bob when I run, which is great. So this door is locked. I hear zombies inside. Well, it's a standard lock, so shouldn't have a problem getting in here. There we go. Let's unlock that one and open it. Oh, look, there's a couple of them over there in the corner. Hi. How you guys doing? There's like 5 of them in the corner. Did I bring a shovel? I'm gonna need a shovel. Ooh. Nasty. Anyone else want to run at me? No? You up there. Come here. You would, but you can't, right? Uh-huh. I hear you. Okay, so this stuff. Broken metal pile. I need a shovel. Do I have a shovel on me? I have an axe. I don't have a shovel. That is unfortunate, but I think I have a shovel in the truck. So I can come back and get all of this. What we got in here? One of my favorite crates. Hi. You've got a bunch of stuff. You've got some stuff. Oh. We got all kinds of supplies in here. Like this. What I don't like is that my textures are fading on me. What do we got in here? There's a crate over there. Ooh. Basement stairs. A door over there. Okay. Well, let's see what we got in the crate. Yep. Good stuff. What do we got in these barrels? Okay. Well, there's our jets going over. Ooh, do we want to go into the basement? Is it a good idea? Probably not. Okay, well, nothing down here yet. So these are rendering in when I get close to them, but not when I'm far away. You know, that's not such a bad thing. It saves on the rendering. Couple of wood axes, garden gloves, and scrap. Ooh. Can I... No. Need a hydraulic driver. Looks like there might be stuff back there. Ooh, a toolbox that's locked. More scrap. Okay. Basement's not so scary after all. Yet. Give it a minute. What's through this door? Another room. Ooh, great big boiler. Hi. Not much stuff in here. This just goes back outside. Okay. Well, we'll just shut that door for now. And this is the first room we came in. So I want to get up there. I'm guessing that's down this hallway, that other door right there. Okay. Hello? Housekeeping? Anybody home? Where's that one guy that was crawling around up there? Ooh, you're locked. Okay. Standard lock. Meh. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Nobody in this room. That's good. And nobody in this room. This place is great. You know, clean up some of the junk around here. Yeah. You just gotta come through here with a shovel and clean up all this stuff on the floor. And yeah, this place is great. Like stairs or some kind of a chute right up there. There's tons of storage around here. I got a few zombies we need to take care of. Where'd my little friend over here go? He was crawling around on the stairs here. Ooh. This would be really good for when a horde comes in. You could literally stand here, up there, even right here, and be able to see all the way down there and just pick them off because they'd be coming in a line at you through there to get to that door. Yep. A lot of roof out there that we could use. Could put solar panels out there, whatever else. Oh, I hear somebody. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Space there, space over here. Yeah, this would be, if you're going to set up multiple bases around this map, he's either... Sounds like he's up there. Hello? Okay, he's not in here. Ooh, old generator. Okay. Oh, that'll be the generator for all lights in this place. Sweet. Okay. What's up there? Let's go find out. Hello? Oh, this leads out onto the roof. There somebody on the roof out here? Sounds like there is, but I don't see anyone. There's the little building next door. That little building next door holds some very dark secrets. There's a water tower. I believe... Is that it over there? Possibly. There's a spot there. Those trees way back there. Yeah, right there. That is this place right here, Parsons Knob. I think this right here, yeah, that is this place, mass dump site. So Parsons Knob sits right up there, and it looks out over all of this. Really a nice spot. You get the chance, go up there and check it out. And of course, the top of that mountain up there, you know, that whole mountain ridgeline up there, I think that's the highest spot in the game, right there. So you'd have a great view, and I believe it's right up here. So you'd have a great view of everything. That radio tower mast that's right there, that is this place right here, the weather station. So I need to go check out some of that way over there. But meanwhile, finish checking this place out. Let's climb down here. He's down there. Is he down there? Is he out here? Yeah, he's downstairs somewhere. He's trapped. Oh, it's my little crawler. He's over there somewhere. I'm gonna have to go find him now. Hello? Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? Not that it matters. Yeah, the lights don't come on because we gotta go turn on that generator upstairs. But yeah. This place is awesome. You know? You could have everything upstairs there and not have to worry about it, really. All this room down here, all that room up there. Let's unlock that and open the door. And there's our little building over there. Ah, the neighbors are here. Hello. Okay, I can turn that light off. What about you? Apparently I took care of you already. This building right here. So above ground here isn't bad. Okay, I'll have to pick this lock. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on. Wiggle for me. Oh, you broke. You broke my lockpick. How dare you? Okay, so we come in here. There's a floor up there. We have an elevator with a very deep shaft under it. Now, we can't do anything with the elevator at the moment. But if we come out here, there's always a way to get it done. There is a ladder that goes up there to the second floor. So, this is what we got to do. We got to climb the ladder. There's the mill. And I do think that would be a fantastic base. And then we got to go break the glass. And then we got to clear the broken glass out of the frame so that we don't slice ourselves to death. 18% scratches. Oh yeah, I turned on all this stuff up here. All of the stats, just because, you know, they're helpful. So we jump through the window here, and there's a generator over here. And turn the generator on. Do you need fuel? You probably do, don't you? Yeah. It doesn't have any gas in it. So we're going to have to bring a jerry can up here, put some gas in that, and then turn it on. And then we'll be able to use that elevator, which comes all the way up here, but then also goes way, way down. No, yeah, just, oh, so much stuff. Can I jump down there without killing myself? Because, frankly, that's the only way down I've got right now. Yep, apparently I can. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got that perk. Um, I leveled up one of my stats. Agility. And nope, not agility. I leveled up one of these stats. Maybe it was vitality? No. Strength? Big back, well read? No, not you. It was something. I don't remember which one it was. That made it so that I could drop from higher heights without breaking every bone in my body. So way up there at the top of the mill would be a fantastic spot for another base. And it's over here, which covers, like this whole area over here. And there's tons of stuff to get in this area over here. So I've got the base at the correctional facility. Um, all kinds of stuff over here at the storage, and then all these houses around here. This little place, Community and Court Center, great place to get books. There is another one down here, this one. Oh no, that's the high school. Won't get much there. Bowen Hill Park, where we got the solar panels. There is another place down around here somewhere, like this place. It's a community center type thing that has tons of books. Uh, so you've got health, strength, farming, agility books, all that. And then, of course, all of the perk books for all of the different skills. I'm sure there's one down around here somewhere, and maybe another one up here somewhere. Who knows? But that's the one that's up here in the northeast corner of the map. Uh, Another cute little spot to make a base is, of course, that little island. But it is kind of small. But if you wanted to use it as, say, okay, I've got my base here. I could take over that little house right there on that island and just use this as a fishing spot, maybe. Although there are other fishing spots around Chazy Lake that I could go to. But then, of course, there's also Church Pond, Upper Chautauqua Lake over here, and there's a bunch of spots right here, right along the shore. So, and there's probably you know, some secret little spot over here that I don't know about, uh, which I should probably go check out. And then there's Moffat Island over here. I'm really wondering what's on Moffat Island. Um, I want to go check down this road. Check out this spot, a couple of spots here. All of these spots here, I'm pretty sure there's like cabins along there. I want to look for another place that's kind of like Klein's Archery. There was a kayak in there and paddles. And I'm wondering if I find another place up here that's got stuff like that, can I take the kayak and a paddle and hop onto that lake and paddle my way out to Moffat Island. And that intrigues me out there. I'm wondering what's on that little island. It's a decent sized little island. Like, you take a look at the size of that island and the size of that island, they're almost the same size. There is a house and other stuff on this little island, so I'm wondering what's on that one. But to answer that question, we've actually got to get over there. So I need to come down the mountain. My van is parked right here. I need to come down here, down this road, hang a right, come around, come up here, hang a left, and then we'll go check all of that stuff out over there. So, time for a road trip. Well, we made it over here. I am currently here driving down that road. Well, looks like we got a farm or someplace over there. Interesting. Got a road that goes back that way. Not interested in that much. More interested in what's down this road. There's that lake right there. Was a interesting place. Okay. Got a tiny little island on it out there. Okay, so I want to know what's at the end of that road, but I also want to go up that road. So I do want to go up that way, and there's probably just more houses like that one along there. But what's at the end of this road? That's what intrigues me about this. I want to know. So we've got a building there with some solar panels on it. Cool. Oh, okay. Looks like we've got the Sunset Resort. Whole bunch of cabins down here. Nice. Okay. Why did my cooking level just go up? All I did was eat a bunch of food back there at that place that I stopped at. Oh. Okay, a wolf and a zombie. Okay. That's interesting. Well, let's hop out here. And we will... Yep, didn't get anything from him. I didn't think I would. We'll get rid of the bodies. We can destroy it or we can move it. Can I get in it? You need a powered cutting tool to destroy it. I can't get in it. Okay, that sucks. How am I supposed to get out to that island out there? Okay, that island. There it is right there. How am I supposed to get to that island? Like, that thing is way offshore there. Even if I go from right here straight across to that island, that's a long way to go. I need a boat. Guys, do you hear that? We need boats in this game. I want to know what's on that island. Is there anything on that island? Maybe. Ooh, banana. Eat a banana. Okay, and a pear. Sure, eat that too. Got sleeping bags all over the place. Okay, we've got a motorhome. Not going to bother with the motorhome at the moment. We've got a quad, and we've got a whole bunch of cabins. This is a cool little spot. A whole bunch of generators that we can grab. Okay. Yeah, standard cabin. All right. Not going to bother running through all of these cabins right now. Just really wanted to check out this spot to see what all was here. Why did I jump out? Wrong button. So I finally figured out what the shortcut buttons were for starting the truck and jumping out of the truck. X and Z. So, hello dear, how are you? Hop along now. So, okay, those are the showers. Okay, got solar panels on them. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna go down that road. We got a house with, ooh, a 4-car garage on it. Not 2-car, 4-car. Okay, these people aren't kidding around up here. Like, that's a nice little house. Nothing over here on the right, per se. Trees. Another house with a quad garage on it. Oof. Big house down there. Fog is rolling in. It is only 6:45 in the morning. Nice little house there. That's a cute little house. Not necessarily my style, but cute little house. All the same. Just trees over here on the right. Ah. The road back to civilization. Is it? No. A road to something. We must know. What is down this road? It's asphalt part of the way, and then... yeah, there's the save game. Hi. How are you? Alright. Ooh. A cabin? Okay, we got some grow beds here. Not bad. Nice secluded little spot. I kind of like it. Oops, there goes that fence again. Alright. Yeah, that's not a bad little spot. You could put up a bunch of defenses around that. Walls and gates and all kinds of stuff. Let's continue down this road. Ah. And here we are at this end of the map. So to the left, we've got whatever this is up here. And we've got the island over there. Let's go down this way. Because this is pretty much the edge of the map up here. The island is right over there. But there's something... Is that a church up there? It is. In the middle of nowhere. Welcome to the edge of the world. St. Abelard's Church. Okay. Not sure who St. Abelard was, but made a church out here and dedicated it to him. Okay, we've got a graveyard. So there will be a shovel out there somewhere. I've got a couple of shovels back at base. Might even have one in the truck, which would be kind of cool for picking up all that scrap back at the mill. Now, down here, if we keep going down this road, eventually, I don't know if they've put a barricade here or if it's just going to be an invisible barricade. Ah, there it is, right there. That is the edge of the map, right there. So we can't go any further that way. Let's head back this way. Let me see, where am I? Okay, so this is the spot. If I wanted to get to the island, this is where I need to come, right here. You know what? Let's shut the truck off and hop out. And, yeah. Take a little run down this way. Oh, over this way. Okay. Well, thankfully there's nobody out here. Ah, a little more to the left. Where's my lake? You know, I should have reached the lake by now, but there we go. Oh, there it is down there. And there's the island right out there. Okay, hang on. It almost looks like there's a house on that island. Okay, so this is the edge of the map right here. That should be just inside the boundary of the map. And I can't tell if there's anything on that island other than trees. Might be just trees. Who knows? How much weight have I got? 62 out of 160. So I can pick up 100 kgs worth of stuff if there's anything there. Should we do it? Question is, can I make it out there? Why not? We're only 8% tired, 30% satiated, 34% hydrated, very hydrated. Okay, why not? Let's go. Jump in the water. And we are going to swim over there. Because why not? So I'm slightly exerted right now because I'm swimming as hard as I can to get to that island. Is that fence I see on the right side of it? It is. There's a dock on the left side, fence over there. There's a cabin. Oop, 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 oop. Do not sink under the water. I think I've got... Yeah, there's a cabin there. We need boats in this game. It's taking almost everything I've got to get to this island. There is a zombie right there. That's okay. I will deal with him in a second. Hi. How did you get out here? There are no boats out here. So how did you get here? Generator right there. We've got lots of dock. Obviously, they plan to have boats in this game at some point. But there's a cabin out here. Yeah, we got fence over here. Okay. You put a couple of utility cabinets out here and zombies would never spawn on this island. You could live out here. You got 2 grow beds right there. Awesome. Okay, standard lock. Biggie. Easy to open, and it's just a standard cabin. Bring some solar panels out here, and few other things. Some more arrows, water filters. Yep, okay. Oh, okay. Bug spray. Probably not a bad idea. Canned peas. Yummy. Pumpkin seeds. An apron. A bathroom. A fuse box. Something I'm looking for in the prison right now, and I can't find one of those. I don't know why. It's hiding in that building somewhere, and I don't know where it is. So we've got the generator, which is hooked up to the fuse box. But I would bring solar panels out here. Put them on the roof maybe, or back here. We've got a water container, which if we take a look at it, has 1,040 liters of water in it. Fantastic. Nothing really over here. Zombies can't climb that. But then neither can we. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. We made it to the island. Only had one zombie out here. Yeah. Put up a bunch of utility cabinets, you know. Put maybe 2 of them out here on the docks. Put a couple of them around the island there. No zombies would spawn out here, and you could live very peacefully out here. Where's my truck? Right there. Yes, my truck is right there, that direction. I must go there. But for right now, yeah, some good exploring today. That was lots of fun. I really wanted to come out here and see if there was actually anything here, and yes, there is something there. Yep, right there. Truck is there. We're going to go back that way, and I'm going to work out a bit of a plan. I'm probably going to head back to mill number 3 there and gather up a lot of the supplies that were in there, put them in my truck. Probably going to have to change my truck because that one that I've got right there is pretty beat up and I need to do some work on it. So I may end up just taking that other truck that's at the mill, transferring all my stuff into there, plus all the stuff that I get inside the mill into that truck and taking it back to the prison with me. And I've got to continue working on my storage there. And getting some of my skill levels up. So I need to get construction up, crafting. Would like to get dismantling up there a bit. Electrical, mechanical, I need to get up. Repair, yeah, I kind of need to get that up. Scavenging's doing okay. Sociability, it's not even in the game right now, so not worried about it. Sneaking, eh. Strength is good. Throwing doesn't really matter at the moment. Neither does trading. Need to get my vitality up a bit. Max health is increased by 25%. My resistance to injury, I need to get that higher. And my weapon handling, well, yeah, you know. But yeah, I gotta head back to base and get to work. And then we will go visit a couple other places around the map later on. It's too bad this isn't a point of interest at the moment. You know, you visit the cabin and actually have something there like you do here at St. Abelard's Church. But in the future, maybe it will be. So this was a nice little spot. I do want to go visit a couple other places. That was a nice little spot right there. That little cabin. Need to go check out this. Whatever is up at the end of this road is probably connected to that. And I'm wondering what it is. Because we've got that one spot right here, which is dump site A1. And I'm wondering what this is over here. Dump site A2. Who knows? There may be other dump sites around the map here somewhere that we don't know about, like maybe right there. That mine could have been used as a dump site. This one was used as one. There might be one down here somewhere. And I haven't really checked out over here too much. There might be one over here somewhere. But we won't know until we actually go look at it. There goes our jets. They never stop. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. And until next time, I'll catch you later.